Hi, I'm Tori Longan, Senior Director of Sales at JB Hunt, and today I am joined by Chris Cornwall, Senior Director of Sales, and our Vice President, Jason Bohannon, to discuss why we've chosen to stay at JB Hunt over our careers. Chris, I'm going to start with you. What makes JB Hunt different?
I think we're pretty differentiated with complementary and diversified but unique business units that go all the way from the first mile, middle mile, and then to the final mile as well. You know, we're a growth-oriented company. Not all of our competitors are, and we're always thinking about the future and investing in the future.
And for me, I think the people are the biggest differentiator. I think we've got a great culture here. We've evolved with how we support each other, and I think we encourage the development of our people, support groups, employee resource groups, and then we support them moving to different areas of the company for whatever area finds them and gives them the most joy.
I know in our group, I feel like we always talk about people first, and I love that approach. And I think that's why our teams stay. I think that's why people want to be here long term. And I feel like that's what really allowed me to stay here, was I felt invested in, and then I felt like I always had a clear understanding of where we were going.
There's been a balance too of like getting an opportunity presented in front of you, but then also leadership, at least in my experience, has always been like, but what do you want to do?
I feel like I can reach out to our executive leadership and I would get that time, and I don't know if that happens everywhere. And so I love that. I love the feeling that it still feels small even though it's really, we're big.
I think that's a big reason that people stay. Growth in terms of selling and then growth in terms of personal opportunity as well. It's exciting as a seller that there's really not a lot that we can't go out and sell. Regardless of what the economy looks like, regardless of what our capacity looks like, we can come up with a solution.
As a growth-oriented company, right? Like they really lean on sales holistically at JB Hunt to set the stage to bring in new business and help us grow. And we get exposure to every department and every organization within the whole entire scroll at JB Hunt.
And I love that our organization is very intentional about finding talent and plugging it in where it best makes sense, complementing where you find joy, and really keeping the culture that has been created over 60 years and evolving it to be current, but still reflective of what Mr. and Mrs. Hunt intended.